Happy New Year and welcome to 2026. So I hear so many people talking about resolutions and affirmations and all the excitement of the new year. Now, what most people don't talk about is how affirmations and resolutions don't always work out so well, particularly in a few weeks from now, right? Now, most people do not fail at their affirmations and resolutions because they're undisciplined. What we're here to discuss today, in today's Mindful Monday, is a better way, a more hypnotic way to do these affirmations, if you will. Now, if it's your first time joining us, feel free to type in the comments, or you can private message me, of course, where you're coming from. Any questions, comments you do have, any topics you'd like to hear more about in the future, we love to take suggestions. Also, you'll want to make sure that you stay until the very end of this video to find out how you can receive some free gifts, including a hypnotic recording on releasing limiting beliefs and our weekly PDF cheat sheets. Getting back to the topic at hand. So why do affirmations so often fail us? They fail because affirmations are often done in a way that triggers the subconscious mind to resist these affirmations, right? Now, here's the truth that most people never actually hear about. If your subconscious mind disagrees with your affirmations, with your resolutions, your subconscious is going to win. It's about 95% of your brain. That's not a mindset issue. That's not a willpower issue. That's simply how the brain is designed, okay? Now, if you've ever said things such as, I am confident, I am abundant, I love myself, whatever it is, and instead of feeling empowered, feeling like the things you want to be feeling, you feel fake, frustrated, or possibly even worse afterwards, there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. You are just speaking to the wrong part of the mind, of the brain, if you will. So let's get clear on why traditional affirmations often backfire, shall we? Affirmations are usually spoken to the conscious mind, which is our logical, analytical mind. But lasting change doesn't happen in our conscious mind. The subconscious mind is what controls our habits, stores emotional memories, and determines our identity. It also protects what feels familiar to us, and it runs, like I said, about 90 to 95% of your behavior. So when you say, I am confident, but your subconscious identity is saying, that's not true, you're not really feeling confident, remember all those times you froze, then your subconscious mind, it just isn't arguing politely. It responds with things like anxiety, self-sabotage, procrastination, emotional shutdown, and other not so fun things. And not because it's broken, but because it's trying to keep you consistent with who you actually believe you are. Now, in NLP, or neuro-linguistic programming, we call this ecology. The mind always seeks internal consistency. So affirmations that skip the subconscious mind don't just fail, they often reinforce the opposite belief. They bring about that internal conflict, if you will. So let's discuss the real purpose of affirmations that most people do not teach you. Affirmations were never meant to force a belief. They're meant to prime a receptive state. Now, the subconscious learns through imagery, through emotion, and through repetition in a relaxed state. It learns through sensory experience, and it learns through meaning, not through logic. That's why hypnosis works, where affirmations often fail. Hypnosis bypasses resistance by lowering the critical faculty, that analytical threshold, and by engaging imagination. It also speaks the language of the subconscious mind, which is what the subconscious likes to hear. So the fix isn't better affirmations. The fix is hypnotic affirmations. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, and not conceptually, but experientially. So here's the structure the subconscious mind responds to. It responds first to a state of relaxation or absorption. Secondly, to permission-based language, not forcing it in there, not saying, I am this. And third, to bridge statements from where you are to where you are going to. And then to sensory evidence, which is what feels like, not what is. And also to future pacing, which is letting the mind experience success before demanding it. Now, affirmation should feel like an invitation, not like a command. So let me guide you through a live hypnotic reframe so that you can feel the difference. So we'll do this little hypnotic demo here, and you don't need to close your eyes, but if it feels comfortable and you are in a safe place to do so, you certainly can. So just take a moment, take a nice deep breath in, let it out and just allow your attention to settle, noticing your breath without changing it now. And as you breathe, you may begin to notice that your body already knows how to soften without any effort. That's right. And this is important. This is important because the subconscious mind responds best when it doesn't feel pushed or pressured. Now, instead of saying an affirmation, let's create an internal agreement. So imagine for a moment that there is a version of you who already embodies the quality you've been wanting to affirm. Not perfectly, not all the time, just naturally. That's right. Now, you don't need to become those things that you want to be yet, but just notice them. And notice how they sit, and how they breathe, and how their shoulders rest. And as you observe them, you might begin to realize something subtle. You don't need to claim their identity yet. You just need to borrow their state. Now here's the hypnotic shift. Instead of saying, I am confident, allow your mind to consider this. There are moments when confidence already shows up, and my mind is learning how to recognize those moments more and more easily. And notice how this lands. A lot differently, I guess. No resistance, no argument, just possibility. And as you breathe, you might just let your subconscious mind recall a time, even a small one, when you handled something better than expected. You don't need to relive it fully. Just let the feeling surface. That's right. And as that feeling is present, here is the hypnotic affirmation. This feeling is becoming more familiar to my nervous system. It's not forced, it's not demanded, it's just acknowledged. Something that already is. And now let's deepen it even more. Imagine that feeling spreading gently through your chest, your shoulders, and your face as your body remembers this state. You might say internally to yourself, I don't have to try to change. Change is already happening beneath awareness, because that's how the subconscious works. Quietly, incrementally, automatically, naturally. And now future pace this. Imagine yourself a few days from now, handling something you normally overthink. And notice how the shift didn't come from effort, but from availability. And let the affirmation become, my mind is learning new defaults. And say that again internally, my mind is learning new defaults. My mind is learning new defaults. This is a hypnotic truth, not a lie your subconscious has to fight with. And as you return your attention fully to now, you may already notice something subtle but important. Affirmations no longer feel like you're pretending, do they? They feel like alignment. Internal alignment, if you will. That's right. So let's talk about what we just did, shall we? So we engage the subconscious through imagery. Now, this is a really tiny, small kind of portion of what we would normally do in the office here, but we engage that subconscious through imagery. We removed any kind of identity threat. We anchored a felt sense, and we built belief through evidence, not through fantasy. This is NLP at work. The subconscious does not respond to declarations, it responds to experience. So if you want your affirmations to work, stop stating the outcomes, and start reinforcing these internal shifts. You want to speak in present tense language, and always pair words with your state. Now, if you want to use affirmations on a daily basis instead of saying them in front of a mirror while stressed out, you want to first relax and recall a congruent feeling. And then you can use phrases like, I'm becoming more open to abundance or confidence or whatever it is. My system is learning to adapt to whatever it is you want. This is starting to feel more and more natural. More moments of this are showing up every day in every way. So what this does is this bypasses resistance and reprograms identity in a safe manner. So you don't need stronger affirmations. You need affirmations that your subconscious can agree with. Now, when language matches your neurology, change stops being so hard, and it becomes inevitable. If you are ready to stop fighting your mind and start working with it, then this is where real transformation begins. Now, if you like a free recording and other gifts, simply type mindful in comments or message me mindful, and then follow the link, which I'll then put in. And if you'd like to work one-on-one to rewire your mind even deeper, I'd love to hear from you. You can email me at unwindthemindllc@gmail.com, or check out the website at www.unwindthemind.com. Until then, trust the process, train your mind, and keep breathing into your power. Have a great Mindful Monday.